Since childhood, the man had an obsession with explosives. Whatever he saw, he wanted to blow up. Even the family toilet wasn't spared. By the time he had blasted apart everything at home, he turned to the mountains, studying demolition for fun. But fate played a cruel trick. A wealthy landowner happened to relieve himself. Right at the blast site, that accident landed the man in a mental institution. Yet in his mind, explosions weren't madness, they were art. Years passed. He grew into adulthood and was eventually released. But outside those walls, he knew nothing except how to handle dynamite. So he found work in a cannon factory, where he befriended Spanish workers. During breaks, he would encourage them to rise up against the dictator. Eventually, he joined them on the road to rebellion. One day, spotting troops ahead, they thought they had met fellow revolutionaries. But instead, they had run into the dictator's army. The clash was brutal as comrades were killed. Devastated but determined, the man vowed to carry on their cause. He turned his talent into a weapon, blowing up bridges and wreaking havoc on enemy supply lines. Every blast filled him with grim satisfaction. When the explosives finally ran out, the group scattered. The man crossed the ocean to America in search of work. By then, the Second World War was already well underway. One day, a co-worker mentioned a secret project, the Manhattan Project, promising to create the most powerful bomb in history. The man's heart raced at the thought, but with no education, he could only join as a humble server, pouring tea for the scientists. Not long after, the project hit a wall. The prototype refused to detonate. Frustration spread among the experts. The man, unable to contain himself, asked, "Still no success?" The scientists sighed. The problem was far too complex for anyone to solve. That's when he offered a simple suggestion.
I'll give you a minute, okay?
Okay.
I had a little snoring on this. What if you take half here and half there and put it together? Bara sekunder, just before the explosion.
Yeah, now that's the problem. How are we gonna do that with a falling bomb encased in metal up in the air?
Ja, men fan, vi have some dynamite.
To their surprise, it was the missing piece. With his insight, the first atomic bomb in human history was finally detonated. The explosion shook the world, and the mad bomber at last received recognition.